Welcome to the session on the geography of Haryana state. India is a land of diversities in the planet Earth. The geography of India is an essential subject to be studied by every citizen of the country. As a nation, India occupies a significant position in the world. It is a country known for its unique culture, history, heritage, natural resources and human capital. India is a union state for administrative reasons and the country is divided into several states and union territories. Each part of India is unique in its geography, culture, language and socio-economic conditions. Haryana is one of the prominent states in India. The main objective of learning this lesson is to know about its geographic setting, people, governance and its contribution for the country. In this lesson, the following aspects of Haryana are highlighted. Firstly, the physiographic setting, the climate, rainfall and land cover, the administrative divisions and population, economic resources and contributions, culture, tourism and unique features of the state as a whole. Now, firstly coming to the geographic area or location. Haryana lies in the northern zone of India. Haryana extends from 27 degrees 39 minutes to 30 degrees 35 minutes north latitude and 74 degree 28 minutes and 77 degree 36 minutes east longitude. Haryana lies at an altitude of 700 to 3600 feet above the sea level. 1553 kilometers square of the state is covered by forest. Now next let us move on to the establishment of Haryana. The ancient name of Haryana was Haritanaka. It has been a part of the Kuru region in North India. The earliest settlements that archaeologists have found in Haryana date to the late Harappan period. These are followed by the settlements where archaeologists found ochre color pottery. The sites are thus known as part of the ochre color culture. The region was on the receiving end of many invasions from the northwest, that is from the Greeks, the Scythians, the Kushans, the Huns, the Turks and the Afghans and eventually the Mughals. In 1857, Haryana leaders played a big role in the revolt against the British rule. Haryana came into existence on 1st November 1966, sectioned out from Punjab on the basis of language. Haryana surrounds the capital city of the country, Delhi. Haryana is bordered by Punjab and Himachal Pradesh to the north and by Rajasthan to the west and south. Chandigarh is the capital of Haryana. The largest city in Haryana is Faridabad. The state is divided into 21 districts. Now next moving on to the geography and physiography. Haryana covers an area of 44,212 kilometers square. Haryana has four main geographic features: the Yamuna-Ghaggar plain, the Shivalik hills, the semi-desert plain and the Aravalli range. Yamuna, Ghaggar and its tributary Tangri, Sahibi are the notable rivers flowing through the state. The Markanda river is a seasonal stream. Lake Sanisa holds large amounts of water swelling in the rivers during monsoon. There are three rivulets in and around the Mewat hills, that is the Indori, Dohan and Kasavati, and they all flow northwards from the south. Next, let us learn about the climate of Haryana. The climate of the state varies from subtropical, semi-arid to subhumid, continental and monsoonal. Summers are very hot, up to a high of 47 degrees Celsius, with May and June being the hottest months, and winters are very cold, about 1 degree Celsius, with December and January being the coldest months. Next, coming to the rainfall of this region. Haryana records scanty and erratic rainfall in most of the regions. Highest rainfall is recorded in the Sivalik Hills and the lowest rainfall is recorded in the Aravalli Hills. Monsoon sets in July and lasts till September, and it sometimes causes local flooding. Winter rains are usually received between December and February. Maximum rainfall is recorded from Ambala area being 47.16 inches, that is 119.78 centimeters per annum, but it is sporadic in other areas. The average annual rainfall recorded from the state is about 650 millimeters and varies from less than 300 millimeters in southwestern parts to over 1000 millimeters in the Sivalik Hills region. The three main climatic regions of the state are hot arid region, hot semi-arid region and hot subhumid region. The mean rainfall recorded in hot arid region ranges from 300 millimeters to 500 millimeters, whereas 500 millimeters to 750 millimeters in the hot semi-arid region and 750 millimeters to 1050 millimeters in the hot subhumid region of the state. The mean temperatures recorded in the three regions are 27 degrees centigrade, 26 degrees centigrade and 24 degrees centigrade respectively. Now next let us have a look into the geology. Quaternary alluvium and aeolian sediments are found predominantly covering nearly 95% of area. Proterozoic rocks are found in the southern regions and tertiary rocks are found in northern regions of the state. Haryana state falls in three seismic zones, that is 2, 3 and 4. Haryana experiences low to moderate seismic waves during earthquakes. Ambala, Sonepat, Rohtak, Karnal, Gurgaon, Faridabad, Panipat, Rewari and Yamunanagar districts lie in zone 4. The districts of Kurukshetra, Jind, Hisar, Bhiwani, Mahendragarh and Kaithal lie in zone 3, while only Sirsa district lies in zone 2. Now next let us move on to the mineral resources. Haryana is a state enriched with a host of minerals. They are china clay, limestone, dolomite, quartz or silica sand, quartzite and slate. Other minerals such as barytes, calcite, feldspar, marble, copper, tin and tungsten are noteworthy. Among building stones, granite, slate, marble, quartzite and sandstone are conspicuous. In addition to this, a number of minerals in minor amount are also reported. Next, coming to the soils. In Haryana, the predominant soil type is alluvial. The state is situated towards the depressions of the river Ganges and Indus. It is a vast ground of moist land. Except the floodplains of the Yamuna and the Ghaggar, the entire state has alluvium. Alluvium is of the old type containing sand, clay, silt and hard calcareous grains. In the Khaddar alluvium deposits are of the recent type. Khaddar alluvium consists of coarse sand and some silt regularly deposited by the rivers and small mountain streams of the Indo-Gangetic watershed. A great deal of wind-blown sand has been piled up in the southern parts in the form of sand dunes. These sand dunes sometimes may elevate many meters high and extend many kilometers in length. The alluvium is covered by sand, making the region as arid and unproductive as a desert. Tals are the only part useful for cultivation in this region, where due to some reason or the other, sand does not collect. Next is the natural vegetation. The flora mainly consists of thorny, dry, deciduous forest and thorny shrubs. Trees such as mulberry, eucalyptus, pine, kikar, shisham and babul are found here. The fauna includes blackbuck, nilgai, panther, fox, mongoose, jackal and wild dog. More than 300 species of birds are found here. Next, coming to the administrative divisions. The state is divided into 4 divisions for administrative purposes, that is the Ambala, Rohtak, Gurgaon and Hisar. There are 21 districts, 47 subdivisions, 67 tehsils, 45 sub-tehsils and 116 blocks. Haryana has a total of 81 cities and towns and 6,759 villages. Next is the chief languages of Haryana. The regional language in Haryana is Haryanavi. It has been a traditionally dominant mother tongue in Haryana. Standard Hindi is also spoken. Haryanvi has no official status as it shares the dialects of Punjabi and Hindi. Therefore, Hindi is the official language. Haryana is considered as the second largest Punjabi speaking state in the country. Bangaru and Ahirvati are also spoken in the heart of Haryana. Next is the seat of High Court. The High Court of Punjab and Haryana is a common institution for the states of Punjab, Haryana and the Union Territory of Chandigarh. The High Court is located in the capital city of Chandigarh in the foothills of Shivalik Range. Now next let us take a look into the population. According to 2011 India census, Haryana had a population of approximately 2.54 crores. The total population of Haryana as per 2011 census is 2 crores 53 lakhs 51,462, of which male and females are 1 crore 34 lakh 94,734 and 1 crore 18 lakh 56,728 respectively. A density of 573 per square kilometer and a sex ratio of 879 of every 1,000 males. Haryana exposes a growth rate of 19.90%. Hindus form the majority of the population at 88.23%, Muslims form 5.78%, Sikhs 6% and Christians 0.45%. Out of the total population of Haryana, 34.88% of people live in the urban regions. About 8.8 lakhs people live in the urban areas, out of which 4.72 lakhs are males and 4.12 are females. The urban population in the last 10 years has increased by 34.88%. Among children of age group 0 to 6, sex ratio, the figure for urban region stood at 832 girls per 1,000 boys. Total children between the age group of 0 to 6 living in urban areas of Haryana were 1 crore 95 lakhs 609. Of the total population in the urban region, 12.39% were children in the age group of 0 to 6. Next is the literacy rate. Literacy rate in Haryana has seen upward trend and is 75.55% as per 2011 population census. Of that, male literacy stands at 84.06%, while female literacy is at 56.91%. Next, moving on to the economy. The economy of Haryana relies on manufacturing paper, sugar, steel, brass, glass, tiles, cars, tires, textiles, carpets, scientific apparatus, education instruments, etc. Also involved in business process outsourcing, agriculture and retail. Yamunanagar is considered as an industrial town housing India's largest paper mill and Asia's largest sugar mill and timber mill. It is also famous for steel and brass industries. Faridabad is also an industrial town with hundreds of large-scale industries for cars, tires and electronic items. Panipat is a city of textiles and carpets. Gurgaon is more like an industrial hub with numerous industries based on information technology. Next, coming to the agriculture. 70% of the population is engaged in agriculture. In spite of the state showing rapid and recent industrial development, maize and rice are the major crops grown. Wheat, rice, sugarcane, cotton, oilseeds, pulses, barley, maize, millet are also cultivated as main crops. Rice, jawar, bajra, maize, cotton, sugarcane, sesame and groundnut are the kharif crops. Wheat, tobacco, pulses, linseed, rapeseed and mustard are the rabi crops. Kharif crops are sown in June and harvested in November, whereas rabi crops are sown in November and harvested in March. The rural economy is also dependent on dairy farming with livestock population of 98.97 lakhs. Murrah breed of water buffalo is world famous for its milk. Now next, coming to the power generation. Haryana Power Generation Corporation Limited HPGCL is the electricity generating company of the government of Haryana in India. All power generating systems are under full operation, of which 3 are thermal power plants and 1 hydropower plant. Thermal power plants are located one each at Panipat, Hisar and Jhajjar. 1 hydropower plant is located in Yamunanagar. The installed capacity of HPGCL as on mid of 2011 is 3480.50 megawatts from coal-based thermal and hydro power plants. Coming to the culture. The culture and traditional aspects of Haryana is more or less similar to Punjab. The culture dates back to the Vedic period. The last Hindu emperor of India, Samrat Hemchandra Vikramaditya, was from Haryana. The state is rich in folklore and also age-old practices such as yoga, meditation and chanting mantras are still practiced by the people of the state. The ashram of Rishi Chavyan is located on Doshi Hill in Haryana. It was in this ashram where for the first time Chyawanprash, India's most famous health legume, was formulated. Haryana is also famous for a variety of folk dances. Now let us have a look into the cuisine of the state. The popular dishes of the state, mostly similar to Punjab, are makke di roti, that is grounded dry corn, and sarson da saag, lassi, that is sweet yogurt, rajma, chole bhature, etc. Coming to the music and dance. The people of Haryana have inherited a variety of dance styles, all of which are mostly meaningful with traditional background. The following are few traditional dance styles, mostly of the folk type and also said to be seasonal. First is the Phag, a seasonal dance. Phag is a seasonal dance. Farmers are the dance folk. They perform this dance during the blooming harvest. Tit dance is said to express their happiness. The dance is performed by simple leg shaking actions. Both men and women dance during harvest season. Dhammal is an ancient dance which dates back to the period of Mahabharata. The Ras is an ancient dance and is associated with Lord Krishna. Girls dance Loor during the Falunga, that is the spring. Married women dance Jhumar. Jhumar is an ornament worn by married women on their foreheads. People of Mewat dance Rathwai during the rains. The Been Basuri is a dance accompanied by a song from the flute, that is the Basuri. Gugga refers to a saint. The Gugga dance is performed as a ritual around the grave of a saint. People sing songs of praise when they dance. Korea is a dance performed during marriages. Ghumar and Gangwar puja dances are religious. Next is the music in Haryana. Haryana is rich in folk music. However, the folk singer has no classical background, they just have their own style of singing. Sarangi is a popular string instrument used to make music. Been and bansuri are popular wind instrument used during folk dances and classical as well. Dholak is a percussion instrument played with palms or a stick. Sometimes a matka, that is an earthen pot, replaces a dholak. The shehnai, a flute-like instrument played mainly at weddings. The shank, that is the conch shell, harmonium, damru, which is a small palm head drum, nagara, ghungru, tasha, khanjri and manjira are other famous instruments which are used along with singing. Next is the important locations in Haryana. Haryana is a thoroughfare to many picturesque locations found in northern reaches of India. One among that is the Batkal Lake. This lake has a historical significance. Many of the travel-loving people of northern extremes love to visit this lake during the spring and autumn. Batkal Lake is located in the Faridabad district of Haryana from New Delhi. Next is the Star Monument. The Star Monument is a precious treasure of the state. It is located in Dinaud, 12 kilometers from Bhiwani. The monument is built on the tomb where Param Sant Huzur Tara Chand Ji Maharaj lies in eternal peace. The building has taken the shape of a star. Next is the Saras. Saras complex is a luxurious resort located in Gurgaon district. It is a sprawling estate with lush greenery with the stunning Aravalli ridges as its backdrop. The Sylvan lake glitters around the hills, adds idyllic beauty to the resort. Next is the Patel Park in Ambala. Patel Park is located in Ambala sub-district of Haryana and is situated at just 1 kilometer from the center in Ambala cantonment area. Patel Park houses wonderful greenery amidst the bustling city. Hideously large green trees line the beautiful park, which provides ample space for a serene morning walk. The park is a favorite among people of all ages. For the children, it serves as their playground. The park lies nearby Shivji temple. Next is the Sohna. The Sohna Hill Resort is yet another tourist attraction. The resort lies on the ridges of the Aravalli with a jungle-clad backdrop. The scenic beauty haunts tourists, luring them to take a heartful deep breath of pure air and enjoy the eternal beauty. Now next, coming to the fairs and festivals of Haryana. The state of Haryana celebrates almost all the Indian festivals. Haryana consists of people belonging to different castes and cultures who coexist in harmony. There are also a host of fairs that are unique to Haryana. Some of the important festivals of Haryana are discussed below. First is the Lohri. Lohri is one of the most popular festivals in Haryana. Lohri is celebrated every year on 13th January just before Makar Sankranti. Lohri is actually celebrated by the Punjabis. On the day of Lohri, people burn huge bonfires and throw sweets, puffed rice and popcorn into the flames. They make circles around the fire, sing songs, dance and exchange greetings. People also play around the fire, which symbolizes Agni or the spark of life. Lohri welcomes the fertile period of the year. Next is Haryana Day. Haryana Day is celebrated every year on September 1st. This day commemorates Haryana Tourism Corporation to have come into existence. There are a lot of exciting events in which people participate on this day. The most important event is the cycle race held from Chandigarh to Panchkula. Next is the Pinjore Heritage Festival. Pinjore Heritage Festival is celebrated in Pinjore village, located 20 kilometers from Chandigarh. Pinjore is a place of elegance where some of the world's best terraced gardens are seen. These gardens were raised during the Mughal era by Fidai Khan during reign of Jahangir. Next is Gangore. Gauri is the goddess of abundance. Gangore is a festival celebrated by married young girls. They pray for the well-being of their husbands. Married women dress finely in new clothes, pray to goddess Gauri, perform special pujas and finally carry her idol and immerse it into the river. Next comes Baisakhi. Baisakhi is a very important festival celebrated in the month of April. It marks the beginning of the Punjabi New Year. On this auspicious day, all Sikhs visit Gurudwaras and pray for the well-being of the nation. After all the prayers are over, Kada Prasad is served, after which there is langar, a large feast open for people of all sects. Next comes Gugga Naumi. Gugga Naumi is a festival that is connected to the religion. People worship snakes in the months of August and September. People worship Gugga or Pir, the saint, who was known to have curing powers on people bitten by dangerous poisonous snakes. Next is Surajkund. Surajkund is a place situated 20 kilometers away from Delhi. A famous handicrafts and handloom exhibition is hosted here in the month of February. This is more or less like a large fair where the skills of the craftspeople is exposed to educate both foreign and domestic patrons of crafts. It helps the poor craftsmen to introduce themselves to the buyers and also gain handsome profit by selling their finished goods. Next comes Kartik Fair. The Kartik Fair is held to promote different kinds of arts like classical music, martial arts, dance and folk music. This fair is held in the month of November at the Nahar Singh Mahal. Next is pottery. Pottery is one of the most important occupations in Haryana. Pots of different sizes and shapes are made and colored with brilliant colors and designs. Next comes embroidery and weaving. Hand-woven shawls, lungi, dhuris by weavers in Haryana is world famous. Fulkari is an embroidered shawl similar to the Kashmiri shawl. Another shawl similar to Fulkari is Bagh. The entire base of Bagh is covered by embroidery. It takes at least a year to complete a Fulkari or Bagh. Weavers start weaving when a girl child is born in the family and weave clothes that are saris to be given on her wedding day. Next, coming to the notable personalities from this state. The famous Hindi poet Surdas is known to have lived in Haryana. Notable spiritual leader and political personal yoga Guru Ramdev Ji was born in Mahendranagar. Sushma Swaraj, Cabinet Minister of India, was born in Palwal. Vijender Singh Beniwal, middleweight boxer from Bhiwani. Volleyball player Maratha Balwant Sagwal. Indian wrestler Sushil Kumar, who won the bronze medal in Beijing Olympics and silver in London Olympics. Next, coming to the sports. The state of Haryana is very popular in sports field. It has the honor of producing many world famous sports personnel such as the Haryana Hurricane Kapil Dev, great Indian volleyball player Maratha Balwant Sagwal, best test match player Virender Sehwag, Olympic medal winner Indian wrestler Sushil Kumar, Olympic medal winner Indian wrestler Yogeshwar Dutt. Haryana is considered as the powerhouse of traditional games such as kabaddi, kho-kho, judo, boxing, volleyball and wrestling. Cricket is very popular in Haryana. Tao Devi Lal Stadium in Gurgaon is a multi-sport complex. Tejli Sports Complex is an ultra-modern sports complex in Yamunanagar. Now next, coming to the unique features. The masses of Haryana strictly believe in their culture, races and faiths, and also ardently stick to those values in every walk of their life. Hindu saints and Sikh gurus have dwelled or travelled the state, spreading the language of true brotherhood and devotion towards God. The state has a worldwide fame because of its people having great love for cattle wealth and the care they show in processing milk and milk products. So far, we have seen only some salient features of geography of the state. There are a lot more things to be studied about the state, and we will be seeing them in the future modules. Thank you.